All right. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Warren with unashamedofjesus.org. And now we have an update on Michael Brown. As some of you might know who Michael Brown is, he's very popular in the charismatic movement. He did a lot of great work with him being a Jewish Christian, but there's a lot of sexual allegations against him. And as things continue to dive deeper into this, it's looking worse and worse for him. So, looking at a report from protestia.com, uh, the firm investigating Michael Brown expands their scope of inquiry. So, there's a law firm now investigating Michael Brown to see to look into all the allegations that apparently there are more allegations coming against him, as there are two known that he actually admitted to so far. Has now it's expanding its scope and claims against him, and those that may have been covered up for more years than previously tasked. So there may have been uh, sexual abuse, sexual relationships that Michael Brown was involved in that might have been covered up. So earlier this month, Michael Brown was this woman named Sarah Aaron Monk accused him of a sexually inappropriate conduct towards her, that he would frequently cross physical barriers, including holding her hand, kissing her on the lips, and slapping her butt. She also alleges that Brown had sexually inappropriate relationship with another woman who has since passed away. Brown has admitted to some of these allegations but denies others. Okay. So, and this is kind of how I believe all of this has kind of come to light, is Michael Brown was involved with a weird relationship with a younger woman, a lot like the Steve Lawson situation. And for some reason, from what I understand, this woman was at his house. I don't know what the situation was, but she found, I believe, a love letter Michael Brown wrote to this other woman who he did have an affair with, I believe, over like 20 years ago. And his wife apparently knew about it, and but he kind of covered it up. And so it seems like she's kind of I don't know, has feelings towards Michael Brown, and maybe was insulted by finding this. So she kind of came forward and revealed all this. So I think that's kind of where we're at right now. But so there's a law firm, I guess, investigating all this to see what is going on here. The Law Line of Fire Board initially retained them the conduct of independent investigation into allegations of sexual abuse, misconduct by Dr. Michael Brown in association with his Fire School of Ministry. Firefly adds, while the scope of the investigation is focused on a long period of time, the initial allegations, which were made 2001 to 2002, all allegations of sexual abuse before or after these dates will be fully investigated. Furthermore, Firefly is also investigating any potential cover up of any allegations of sexual abuse misconduct in connection to its Fire School of Ministry. And not just my 2 cents, but just the fact that Michael Brown has a school called Fire School of Ministry is kind of a red flag to me. I mean, it just sounds like money grab here, just like false prophet, false teacher, trying to make money off of Jesus, basically what it is. And that's one thing that always bothered me about Michael Brown was continually pushing his books and all this stuff. And get it. I mean, the guy was smart, but I mean, we'll see what's going to come of all this. Commenting on this development, former former colleagues of Michael Brown released a statement. They encouraged cooperation with the investigation, saying they sat down with the Line of Fire board and to ensure the scope of the inquiry would cover up more time than 2 years. People would report anonymously without fear of their names being made public. So, sounds like they are preparing themselves for potentially more women to come forward in these allegations. So, to me, a lot of things started to unravel for Michael Brown was when they did that round table with Justin Peters and Sam Storms and I forget the other guy's name, but the fact that Michael Brown refused to rebuke, his association with many false teachers like Benny Hinn and Sid Roth, who Michael Brown continually kept saying that they are brothers in the Lord, that they are friends, and he continually refused to, to rebuke their false teachings. It was a real red flag, and it just seems like ever since that roundtable, it's just been a downward spiral for Michael Brown, and you know hopefully, this investigation doesn't find more things. I don't know. We'll continually keep it updated, but so far it's not looking good for Michael Brown and his ministry. And at this point, I would say he's disqualified from ministry, and it's starting to look like he's a fraud, unfortunately. And I know a lot of people always get upset about that, but the thing is, you have to remember is that God can use anyone, okay? And because I've had people, with the Steve Lawson situation, you know, people would say to me, "What? But I've learned a lot from Steve Lawson," and I'm not saying that you haven't. And same thing with Michael Brown. I'm not saying you might not have. It's not that you haven't learned anything from Michael Brown or that he didn't teach some good things, which he did. Like I say, did a lot of good work with, the Jewish Christians, but he has not obviously kept himself in line with the code of conduct to be a leader in the church, a leader of ministry, and so we'll continue to see what happens here. Continue to pray for him and his family, and just to let you know, for those of you who are interested, I'm currently preaching through the book of James. And if you're interested, you can go to my website for free, unashamedofjesus.org/James. And I have complete commentary on there. And also, like I said, I'm preaching through the entire book. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know if you have heard any more sources. And until next time, read your Bible and God bless.